as I'm writing my eulogy. Ask the mirror, how you put up with this foolery? In reply, how you put up with this song and dance, all this buffoonery. Long romance, death, what it do to me? Yamagini dream was a nightmare. He was dancing with the devil for his life, yeah. We all on the dance floor. Girl, come with a dance. Puerto Rican in the breathing heavy. Little had my looking daddy. Couldn't tell him nothing cause we lost him already. Cozy boy with his spaghetti. What the money and fame, the price come heavy. The price come heavy. Like Shaq attack up on a backboard. Gummy, back up on a backboard. When she asked me if I love her, I just act bored. Say loser, ask for it. Living movie, blockbuster, this ain't a rental. Talking moody, all these diamonds up in my dental.
And we find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game as we've got a great one in store between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Minnesota Vikings. Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now Foles. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Foles. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Malcolm Smith coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be fourth down. And, Charles, they only needed a yard there. They try to pass the football. What do you think?
Well, I can't really go all out and kill them for the call because that 3rd and 1 fake and throw it over the top for a big play, that often does work. But in this situation, the pressure got to him.
Nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Hey, alert 3. Gun. Let him go.
Now Ryan on 1st down. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Hey, let's
Now
go.
following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
4 down. Ready. Back 25. Get out.
Now Ryan. receiver, it's Robert Woods. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
I know we just saw a nice throw and catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll make it a second down. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
Well, add that play to his resume reel because he went to the Pro Bowl last year. That's how you go to the Pro Bowl. You make plays like that, big-time penetration, and throw people for losses.
So now at 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look, 6 DBs. From the shotgun, Ryan. Flush to his right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Jadeveon Clowney able to get him down behind the line of scrimmage, and it'll be 4th down. Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
They'll start out on the ground with a Ajayi. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Here's Foles. And McDonald here over the middle. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
They run with Ajayi. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
This is Ajayi. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Drops it off to Ajayi. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
In the wild card win last week, he had just 2 catches, and now he's got his first one here.
Let's go. Easy, easy. Simple, simple, simple.
Now a play fake here on first down. And yes, complete to the tight end, McDonald. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Now it's Ajayi. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Here's Ajayi. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's McDonald. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
And out now come the Vikings. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Space, space. Gun, gun, gun. There we go. Let him go.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. Steps away to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Trying to get it to Woods, and it's second down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
20. Get up.
2nd and 10. It's Ryan again. He's going to air it. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. Back with more NFC playoff action after this.
11. Ready. Black 25. Get out of it.
On first down, Ryan. Green's got it over the middle. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running.
And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A.J. Green from 17 yards out. And the Vikings are able to strike for 6. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help win a contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped them at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
that.
Super toe.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And some room to work. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
We go.
Back to throw now on first down. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Golladay. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. They'll look to throw here. And it's caught. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Emmanuel Sanders as the first half is winding down. And the Bucs are able to strike for 6. And his kick is good. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Ready, back 25.
On first and 10, it's Ryan. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Jadeveon Clowney in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. So we've come upon, well, that came a little abruptly here. So working on my apple up in the booth. Hang on here, let me spit this out. And we can get to the third quarter now. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
Gun, gun, gun! Hey, let's go! Hey, South!
Now Ryan on second down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jadeveon Clowney getting him once again, his third sack of the afternoon. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise there in the dime. Now it's Ryan. And that is incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
13.
They go play action here on first down. He'll let this thing go for Sanders. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Emmanuel Sanders, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Hey, ready! 25! 22!
On 1st and 10, Ryan throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second down. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Being chased out left. Now he'll go deep down the middle. He's got a man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Give him 30 yards there. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
And Green with a catch left side. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. From the red zone now, here's Ryan on first down. Escaping the pressure right. Looking sideline, incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. And that'll bring up second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, you need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Ryan got his man complete over the middle. It's Green. That'll put him north of 100 yards receiving now in this divisional round game. It's a first down.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be 2nd and goal now.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers?
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Vikings are able to make this a close game again. Extra point good by Prater. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now Foles finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Foles. This one complete, right side to McDonald. And he's got this down to the 35. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. They'll look to throw now on first down. Space to run past the 20. He's got his man on the crossing route. He got 29 yards that time.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
He'll get it up the middle. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with a J. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This will be just a 21-yard attempt. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And now out comes Minnesota. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the 4th quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't they?
They try again with Cohen. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a...
And it's a fumble. And the Buccaneers have it. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. They dump off underneath to Ajayi. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
13. Hey, goal. Sound goal. Hey, I got you. Hey, I got you.
And on the ground they go with a running back. A good productive run there on 1st down. He winds up getting 8. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Hey, Silver.
They'll set up to throw. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. Another timeout called by the Vikings now. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Here's Foles. And he finds McDonald. Oh, no, he lost the football. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. It's caught by Sanders. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this.
Be alert, be alert.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he stopped immediately there. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 11.
Go.
Back to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the former Super Bowl MVP, Malcolm Smith. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. You got the slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trust in his quarterback and trust in his offense.
But still.
And then at the end he kind of went, yeah, not really a good reason.
He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Chris Jones in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Trying to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
He's back to throw. And he's got his tight end in Njoku. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw. This is caught inside the 15. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. It's a big one there for the Vikings. 53 yards. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is in as they have tied it late here in the final minute of the fourth quarter. Now they can boot it through on the always important extra point, and then their defense has to hold up their end of the bargain.
And there's something that you've pointed out in numerous games that we've worked. Okay, the excitement's going on. Everyone's celebrating over there. Who's calling up the defense to make sure they're focused because they still have some work to do?
That's fielded in the end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. So out come the Bucs now. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. Back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Let's go!
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. The Sanders has got it complete and able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock.
Let's go!
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he got it. The kick is good. He splits the uprights. And in doing so, he sends them to the NFC title game. And they're moving on to the conference championship. How about this?
What a tremendous feeling to get to the game that can get you to the Super Bowl. A fantastic season. Unfortunately, for the other team, a tough way for it to end.
So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. From Minneapolis, so long, everybody.